Yes. Okay. There are two subject matter we are going to learn today. It is about psychosocial development and moral development. It is two different things, but very identical. And for uh, first of all, we are going to learn about psychosocial development. Okay. First of all, I have to explain to you why is it important to learn about psychosocial and moral development in educational psychology. So it is important because uh, psychosocial and moral development it will be shaping social interaction between teacher and student. As we know, in the class, it is not only about merely about academic activity, but it is also social activity. Okay, and how teacher behave toward their student, it is related to psychosocial development, and then it is also help, and it also help teacher to setting some non-cognitive goals of learning. And we all know that every class there will be not only not only academic goal in each meeting, but also non-cognitive goal. Cognitive goal means we learn and we master the material, but non-cognitive goal, it is also in each class, student has to master the attitude. They have to know the right behavior, the wrong behavior during the lecture. So it is also important in every class to have cognitive and non-cognitive behavior. And it is the non-cognitive goal in each class relate to psychosocial and moral development. Um, all right, for better audio, I think we have to mute. You have to mute your audio
Yes, sorry.
so uh, I can explain it in clear audio. and and then uh, psychosocial also supporting the student to achieve their development goals. Okay, it is related to the prior goal, non-cognitive goal. The right attitude, the right behavior will support students to achieve their development goals. Okay, notice it, development goals. The term of development goals, it it is very important in our in our class today. The term of development or developmental goals. So and then it is also important to learn about moral behavior. No, no, I mean moral development, because moral is not something inborn. Is It is not taken for granted, but mm, norm, it is something we have to instill in students' mind. Me, I, you as a teacher, as a parents, should instill norm, instill the value in students' mind so that they know what is right, what is wrong, what is okay, what is not okay, what to do and what don't, and etc. So this is the point, uh, the reason why it is important to learn about psychosocial and moral development in educational psychology class. Okay, and we are now about to start the theory of psychosocial development. Okay, psycho and social. This is abbreviation from psychology and social. The basic concept of psychosocial is in human realm there always uh, there is always mm, the relation between personal realm and social realm and the uh, and between personal realm and social realm people develop their self-concept. Self-concept is something important in psychology so that people self-concept will help people to see the world, how to understand the world, how to see the world, how to be to have right attitude, how to behave correctly. It is based on self-concept, and self-concept it is something psychosocial psychology uh, need to address. I mean, psychosocial development need to address. So this is the basic concept of psychosocial. And okay, we and now in this in the right side of your screen, uh, you are watching the stage of psychosocial development. There are 8 stages, and the logic of the stages is in the left side. First of all, each development stage has development task. Development task mean goal and crisis in each stage. For example, the first stage is trust and mistrust. If you do the right things, you will you will feel you will you will you will have trust in your heart, you will have trust in your mind. But if you do wrong, it is mistrust, it is mistrust. This is the first stage, and we are now in the second rule. The lower development stage determines the upper stage. So it's like formal school logic. When you in the formal school, you cannot immediately in the third stage or in the eighth stage. No way. You have to start it from the first stage, then go to the next, to the second stage, the third stage, and the following stages. You cannot just jump immediately in the higher stage. So from this logic, from this formal school logic, we have to understand that the lower stage determines the upper stage. So if you do right in the lower stage, so you will do better in the upper stage. But if you do poorly in the lower stage, it will be difficult for you in the upper stage. Okay. So this is, oh no, uh, this is the uh, I will explain you uh, from the lower stage, in the this is the first stage, trust and mistrust, and this is the last stage, the eighth stage, and I will explain you from the first stage. So, uh, psychosocial development is started from at the time we were born. So it is the first stage is 0 month till 18 months. So, and the conflict need to be resolved in the first stage is trust and mistrust conflict. So the baby, and when we were a newborn baby, we have our first conflict, trust and mistrust. If parents, you can see the explanation in the right side. So if parents give feeding and make baby comfort, so the baby will will feel comfortable with their condition. But if the baby feel abandoned, feel neglected, or no one cares about the baby, so they will feel mistrust. No one trusts the baby, so it will lead the baby to feel it's hard to a baby to to trust other people. So if you if you if you think you are hardly to trust people, maybe you have problem in your early life in the trust and mistrust period. That is the that is the first stage. So for the so in the first stage, the baby should feel trusted from the parent, from the from the from the people around them, and we cannot lead and we cannot let baby to be mistrusted. So it will bother their psychosocial development. Okay, okay. We are now in the second stage in early childhood. It is 2 years till 3 years old baby or toddler. The focus in the autonomy versus shame and doubt. Okay, in this stage, okay, children need to develop a sense of personal control, our physical skills. Okay, notice this. In this in this stage, baby learn how to walk. Baby learn how to walk. Baby learn how to say a word, and in extent, baby learn how to take a pee. So that toilet training is important for every early childhood. Okay, if toddler, I use toddler term. If a toddler uh, pass the toilet training well, they will develop autonomy, sense of independence. But if the toddler didn't pass the toilet training, they will feel doubt, they will shame, they will feel the shame. Is, oh, why I can't do, why I can take my pee by myself, and they dep and they dependent to their parent, to their caregiver to take their pee. So this is the issue of independency or dependency, and every toddler, early childhood or toddler should pass their toilet training, and they can, maybe they can also dress by themselves. This is the early childhood. uh, the second stage tells about, and the third stage, it will be initiative versus guilt. The context in the exploration and play, and this in the third 3 years old until 5 years old is they're always they're always in they're always play, day by day, hours by hours, they're always in play. So the uh, the development task will be about the environmental acceptance. Am I good in play or am I bad in play? It is all about environmental acceptance. If our children is accepted by the environmental well, they will develop good initiative. But if our children is experiencing disapproval from the from the from the environment, from the people around them, they will feel guilt, they will feel shame also, and it is not good for their development. So if you have niece, if you have nephew who is about 3 or 5 years old, and they invite you to play, please uh, do not deny to play with them. Suggest play, even though in brief time. It is good. It is very important for their development. This is preschool stage, and the third, oh sorry, and the fourth stage, it is in school age. It is it it is called industry versus inferiority. In this in this stage, it is all about school activities, and the key question: how can I be good? It is all about effort and sense of success. The effort, uh, the effort to to deal with the academic demands, the sense of success when they pass the academic examination, the sense of success when they gain the rate of the high rate of academic index. The key, uh, the key in this stage is effort and sense of success. Teacher and parent should appreciate their effort because it is important for their development. Whether they whether they done it well or done it poorly, it is a matter of process. The result is the second uh, is secondary. Okay, the result is secondary. the most important thing from the school age is to appreciate their effort. Okay, so we will not let our student failure, because if they feel they are fail they experience failure, if we let them in kind of inferiority feeling, so it is not good for their social psychosocial development. So as a parent, as a teacher, as a elder brother, elder sister, so we should support the younger, uh, to support their effort, and whatever the result, we appreciate it. So this is the most important in the school age. Process is more important than result. So that's the point in the fourth stage. Okay, in the fifth stage, there will be it is identity versus role confusion. So this is very related to adolescence realm, and maybe it is in the middle school on or in the high school. Maybe you will, maybe in the future you will have a student from the middle school or from the high school, and they are adolescents from this term, and every adolescents have the basic conflict about identity versus role confusion. They are not children anymore, but but they are not an adult. So not neither 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 a child nor an adult. So this is confusion that experienced by the adolescents. So in this occasion, in this stage, every adolescent is overwhelmed with the basic, what is it? The basic question: Who I am? Who am I? Why am I born in this world? Where am I going to go? What should I do in this world? And the best and similar basic question about life. And this and in this occasion, the strength and weakness. And this occasion, as a parent, as a teacher, we need boost their self-confidence with their identity, so that they will develop sense of self and personal identity. Whether whether they are going to be an academist, or they are going to be a politician, or they are going to be a mechanic, or what kind whatever identity they want to be, as a parent, as a lecturer, as a teacher, we should support them so that they will have self-confidence to embrace their identity. I mean, this is good identity, not a bad identity. I am maybe, uh, I am a killer, or I am a murderer. That is a bad identity, not a good identity. And we should support them in their good identity. So it will boost their confidence if we support them in the good identity. And after you grow, after we grow from adolescence, we grow to the young adult. This is maybe in your present stage is young adult. It is from 19 years old to 40 years old. I uh, I consider you are uh, 12 or something years old. So the sixth stage, the basic conflict is the intimacy and isolation. Isolation. Intimacy means you need to form intimate, whether it is in personal life, in professional life, and in social life. Personal life, it relates to your personal life, your life, and maybe you will have a husband, you'll have a wife, having family and having children. It's personal life. During your adult, you will develop a young family, small family, and during your young adult, uh, you will have professional life, maybe as a teacher, as a mechanic, as a manager, as a successful people. You have professional life, and also you have social life, you and your neighbor and your social circle, and you have social work, you have social activity, and you and each each life you embrace it. You will have intimacy in every person, in every life you embrace, whether it is personal life, professional life, or social life. If you have good personal life, good professional life, and good social life, so you have good intimacy. But if you don't have good personal life, you don't have good professional life, you don't have any social life, you will struck in isolation, and it is not good. So this the psychosocial development of young adult, which is uh, your age right now, your present age, your present stage. Okay, the next stage is middle adult. It's 40 to 75. The basic conflict is about generativity and stagnation. So the important event in the middle adulthood is about work and parenthood. In the age of 40 until 65, you you will experience the peak of your work. Maybe you will become a school principal. Maybe you will become a director. Maybe you will become a CEO or something like that. This is the peak of your success. And for parenthood, you will be mature as a parent. As a matter of fact, this is a good age to be an ideal parent. And in this in this stage, the basic question is: will I provide something of real value? It is It is the value that you will transmit it to the next generation, to the younger generation. You transmit your value to your children. You transmit your value, your real value, your life value toward your toward your children, toward your student, toward the younger generation. If you have the real value to be transmitted, so you will have good generativity. But if you fail in your work and you are not a good parent, so you will stuck in stagnation. You have nothing to share to the younger generation, and you're not a good parent to be the model for the young generation. It is bad. It is even worse. Oh, and the last stage is maturity, or uh, is the last stage, right? The maturity. This is for the old people to death, 65 to death. It is about ego identity versus despair. In this late stage of life, you will have many times to be to reflect your life. Many times to reflect your life. What is good about your life? Sorry. What is good about your life? What is bad about your life? Uh, and if you find something meaningful about your life, it will be your ego identity. But if you find if you if you find nothing important about your entire lifespan life, you will be struck in despair because there is no way back. You can be young again. You can't be a adolescent again to fix your life. It is already too late to fix the life. You already too old. So what we can do is reflect our life and uh, focus on the positive thing, on the meaningful event of our life, and it will be our ego identity, and we will avoid despair of our life. This is how psychosocial development explained. And yes, you I hope you can take notes if you find something elusive, something need to be asked, need to be questioned. Just give it for a while, because there will be question and answer later on. Okay. From the psychosocial development, now we move to the moral development. There will be two moral development theory. The first, the first theory will be from Piaget, and the second theory is from Kolbe. Okay, we will. I will explain it first from the Piaget's moral development theory, and Piaget introduced two stages of moral development. The first stage is heteronomous morality, and the higher one is autonomous morality. In general, heteronomous morality is a childhood morality, children morality, and autonomous morality is adult, mature people, mature morality, adult morality. So this is for children, this is for adult. Okay, why heteronomous morality is for children morality? Because yeah, we can read it together. It is inflexible rules are made by authority such as the police, parents, and teacher. Okay, our our children, our student cannot make their own rules. Their rules is made by teacher, by parents. In heteronomous morality, rules are permanent, do not change, and must be followed. There's nothing we can do, nothing they can do to change the rule. And in heteronomous morality, egocentrism in childhood results in children believing that other view their rule following ideas in the same way they do. Oh, and this is way differently in the autonomous morality. People may view what is right differently. Then uh, there are many point of view uh, to understand what is right. There are many attitude, there are many stand to understand what is right. But in the childhood, in the heteronomous morality, there is only one right and the other is wrong. There is no variability in heteronomous morality. Black is black, white is white, white is white. So there are no other way. And then degree of punishment should depend on how bad the result of one's action were. If you did well, so you maybe you will you will have maybe you would have an appreciation. But if you did if you done in bad way, you will have punishment before you. This is heteronomous morality. It is something different in autonomous morality. This is in adult and immature people. We can see things differently from the heteronomous morality to autonomous morality. We can see in the autonomous morality, intentions are more important than the result of one's behavior. In the heteronomous morality, behavior is more important than the intention. But in autonomous morality, intention is more important than behavior. This is kind of a position. And then there are times when it is okay to break rules. Okay, we can uh, we can we can make some instance. When you uh, maybe when you have no money and you are very hungry and you need to eat something. Maybe maybe you can take your friend's money to buy some meals, and it is break the rules because you take your friend's money without permission. But in case you are really really hungry and nothing you can do but take the money, it is okay to break the rules. It is okay to use the money for the time being, and later on you you pay back the money to your friends. Okay. And then in the fourth point, in the autonomous morality, degree of punishment should depend on the intention and degree of misbehavior. So uh, there are many kind of variability in autonomous morality. We cannot for the same mistake people do, it is possible to be punished in different way. If people steal something, if two people, if two different people, they took something, they steal something, they steal the same thing, but they uh, but they but they face different punishment. The first people, it is only what is it, the uh, 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 the light punishment, but the second people experiencing a high a heavy a heavy punishment. But it is a kind of variability in autonomous morality. Okay, and then this is Piaget stage of moral development. And then it is similar to Piaget's moral development. There is Kolber's theory of moral development. Kolber separates his theory into three parts. Level one, the first level is pre-conventional reason for the younger people than sick. The upper level is conventional reason level. It is from 7 years to 11 years, and the highest level or the third level is post conventional reason. It is for 11 years or older. Okay, I will explain it briefly. Uh, the the lowest uh, the lowest one are the pre-conventional younger. It is for children, children morality, like the Piaget's theory. This is for children morality. The assumption is children have no moral standard in their mind, in their heart. They have no moral standard. So people, teacher, parent should uh, should tell should tell them the moral standard they need to know, because since students have no moral standard, so the parent, the teacher can apply reward and punishment toward their behavior. If they if they do good, so appreciate it. If they do wrong, punish it. That is pre-conventional level. The conventional level, okay, this one is this is for adolescents, okay. Oh my god. So bad. For adolescent, adolescent teenager, okay, teenager knows the rule. Teenagers already know the rule, but the rule is not anchored in their mind already. Is not internalized in their mind. They know, but it is not implemented in their behavior. Yeah. Sometimes, just like this, when the traffic light is red, I I brake. I go ahead. It is not because I don't know the rule. I know the rule. I have to stop before the red light, but I break the rule by go straight forward. It is because I don't internalize the rule. I don't internalize the norm. I just know the norm, but I don't obey the rule. I don't obey the rule. That is conventional level. And in the third level, in the post-conventional level, I know the rule and I obey the rule. So I have internalized the rule. I have internalized the norm in my heart, in my mind. There is the development of moral in Colbert theory. Have no moral development and have have no moral development and have no internalization of norm, knowing the norm, knowing the moral value, but have no internalization. And this is knowing the moral value and have internalized it. That is, in brief, the theory of moral development by Kohlberg. Okay, uh, that's all the explanation of the psychosocial development and moral development. I think is long. That is the explanation. I hope you get my point from my explanation. So we are now have a question and answer season, and I hope you have question to be asked, and maybe we have some time. Yeah, we have quite time to talk, to discuss about our uh, subject matter today. If you have something to be asked, please just uh, unmute your audio. Faiz, Azad, Parahat, Farida, or Hatise, just unmute your Faiz. Do you have something to ask? No, Farida, do you have something to ask? More, or maybe I have to explain it more to you because it is too elusive for you to understand what I have said. It's okay. We can. I can explain it to you in different way. Parahat, hati say.
No, thank you.
Okay.
I don't have questions, sir.
Okay. Parahat, please.
I don't have questions, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you don't have question. What about Azad? What about you?
I don't have questions, sir.
You don't have question.
Yeah.
Farida? I know you have question, Farida. No? Okay. I will share my PowerPoint in the WhatsApp group, and I will share the ebook I have promised to you uh, some days ago. Maybe you can deepen your understanding through the book. And okay, if you have no question, if you don't have any question, maybe later on you will ask me in the group, and then just feel free to ask your question, and I will reply you as soon as I can reply. And um, assure you I will reply your every question you asked me. Okay. So, if there is no question, so what we should do now? Should we finish our class now, or we should discuss something else? Anyone have an idea? Whoops.
I think we don't have question. We can end the meeting.
Sorry, there was a little problem with my video, but Hadi say I heard you. Okay, because there is no question, I think it is safe to finish our class today. And thank you for your attention. And we will meet again in this room, and we can use again this link for the following meet. I hope you are always you stay healthy, stay away from the viruses, and we will meet again next week. Okay,
Thank you,
that's
sir.
that's all from today.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very
Assalamualaikum
much, sir.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.